Are you ready to refresh your outfit, add an update? But hey, it's late in the season. If you're like me, you're feeling a little stale and you'd like to add something just to kind of soup things up. But you want to add something you can wear right away, but also has sticking power so you can wear it into the spring and hey, even better into the summer and next fall. Have I got the piece for you? If you don't buy anything else right now, I encourage you to consider this one trending piece that can really elevate your outfits. It will give you a lot of mileage in your casual lifestyle wardrobe, and you're going to have so much fun styling it. Hello ladies, welcome to today's video. My name is Kay and this is Dress for My Day, where my goal really is to help women just like you and me to get dressed every day in a way that helps us to feel confident and really great about ourselves. So today we're going to talk about one piece that you could add to your wardrobe that I really believe could give you great impact. This one piece is so on trend, so you'll look immediately modern, but especially if you style it in some of the ways that I'm going to share with you today. What is that piece? I might as well go ahead and spill the beans. It is the trending track stripe pants. Yes, you're going to see me model 3 pairs of them today. You know what I'm talking about, is that athleisure looking pant, a track pant with a stripe down the side. It's usually worn as a piece of athleisure or activewear, of course, but we are going to style it throughout our wardrobe in ways that are fresh and new, but also very on trend for 2026. And yes, they are perfectly appropriate for women over 50. You're really going to enjoy what you see today. Before we get going though, I do have a question for you. Hey, have you made your appointments, those necessary appointments that you have to make to stay healthy throughout the year? Just the other day, I got a text from one of my girlfriends who said, hey, I am up to date on all my appointments. I hate making those appointments just as much as you do, and I just thought of you when I made the last one, and I wanted to let you know. Boy, do I get it. I really hate phoning and making those appointments. I'd much rather make them online somehow. I hate playing phone tag. I just don't even like having the conversations, you know, all the checking your calendar and stuff like that. I feel like I never have everything I need in one place to make the appointment on the phone. It just gets to be a headache. And that's where our sponsor comes in. ZocDoc is a free website where you can find and make appointments with high quality in-network doctors who you feel good about meeting with. And they make it so easy. No phone calls are involved at all, so there's no phone tag either. You make the appointment right there online. We're talking about making in-network appointments with over 150,000 providers across all 50 states. Whether you're looking for a healthcare provider in dermatology, dentistry, eye care, primary care, or one of the other 200 plus specialties offered on ZocDoc, you can search by specialty or symptom and put together the healthcare team that is right for you. Want to see a healthcare provider in person? Great, you can do that. But would you prefer an online appointment? You can do that too through ZocDoc. You can view among thousands of verified patient reviews to get a real sense for the doctor that you're looking at. You'll find one that's just right for you. When you're ready to make an appointment, you can view their real-time availability and click to instantly make an appointment. No phone tag, no waiting around involved. Appointments made through ZocDoc typically happen fast, usually within 24 to 72 hours of making your appointment, and you can even score same-day appointments. So be good to yourself. Visit my sponsor, ZocDoc.com/KAYHARMS, and make an appointment today with a highly qualified in-network doctor of your choice, one who really suits you. Thanks so much to ZocDoc for sponsoring today's video. And now let me share with you more about those track stripe pants and how they're going to transform your wardrobe right now. Truly, ladies, if you do want to invest in one piece that could really make a big impact in your wardrobe right now, especially if your wardrobe and your outfits are created for a casual lifestyle. You love to look modern and on trend, but you also want to be able to express your personal style through your outfits. I think that track stripe pant is a really great choice. You're going to see me model 3 different pairs. We're going to style them in the traditional athleisure or activewear way, but we're also going to step it up a notch. Let's check out the first pair that I have for you. We're starting with a pair of classic track stripe pants. These are from Athleta. I got them last year, but they are still available in this navy with a white stripe and also in a black with a white stripe. I think this year they did have them in a brown. They may be about sold out. And they also have a beautiful pink that was selling out fast too. So these are from Athleta. They are that classic athletic pant. They come in a nice knit fabric that is moisture wicking, that feels light and on the skin. They're a breathable fabric. They just feel really good. They have all that functionality of an activewear pant too. They have pockets. They also have some zip up pockets that are even a little bit incognito. So really great functional pant. Now, of course, the most basic way you can wear these is with that athleisure look. So first of all, I have just topped them with a classic crew neck striped t-shirt, also from Athleta last year. I'm not sure there's available this year, but just that navy and white striped top over the navy pants. And then I've added my white sneakers. So just a very classic look. Very pared back, very athleisure, right? But you could soup that look up just a little bit by adding this denim jacket. I'm just wearing a Levi's denim jacket. They're not the most current denim jacket. We're seeing a lot of looser fit, kind of that barn jacket or maybe like a club jacket. Those are more modern right now. But your classic Levi trucker jacket is never going to go out of style, and it's great for topping these athletic pants. Now, if you'd like, though, to try something a little experimental, because really that's the key to these track pants, is you want to think outside of the box and do some different things. So the first different thing I would do is just taking that same basic outfit, I would top it with a trench coat instead of that denim jacket. Just a little something unexpected. But remember, a trench coat is classic and you can wear it with absolutely everything, from a dress to a suit, from dress pants to more casual pants, and yes, even to jeans or these track stripe pants. This is going to be very unexpected looking, but so classy. I would certainly wear this to the mall or out for a day of running errands. I'm keeping it casual here, but I could dress it up, do something a little special with that trench coat. Let's check out another way that you could wear that I think is really special, and it's just a little bit more elevated. Now let's create a slightly more elevated casual look with those same track stripe pants. You're going to elevate them by adding a little juxtaposition from your closet. So here I've worn those same pants, but this time with this sharp, polished looking button-up shirt, and I've even added a neck scarf, a beautiful silk neck scarf. Now I've kept the look balanced by having two pieces of one kind and two of another kind. I kind of call that a 2x2 outfit. And I think that's the way you really want to handle some juxtapositions. You do want to make sure you have more than one kind of each piece. So I have activewear in my pants and in my sneakers, and then I have a more polished, elevated look in my structured button-up shirt. Now a word to the wise, if you just pop your button-up shirt over a pair of athleisure pants like this, at first glance you're probably going to think, I don't like that. That's not good. The key really is in styling it. So I've left the bottom button unbuttoned just so it gives me a little bit of movement there, especially if I put my hand in my pocket or something like that. And then also I did pop that collar. Popping that collar is really easy. You're just going to put it up all the way around, and then right here at the corners, just turn it down a little bit. You do need a good shirt that has a nice crisp collar to really get this look. The third way I styled it is I did cuff those sleeves. I rolled them up one good time and then another time, that nice little J. Crew cuff there. So styling these pieces is really key. Let's check out another pair of pants. Now those first two outfits were quite spring-like, and it's still winter. And truthfully, I do think that if you're going to buy one thing right now at the end or middle of winter as we're going into spring that you want to be able to wear all year, it could be a pair of these track stripe pants. They're going to be so versatile all year. So back to the fact that it's winter, I think another great way to wear these same track stripe pants is just with a beautiful sweater that you've had in your rotation with your jeans or your dress pants. Here's another option for those beautiful sweaters that you've been wearing. This time wear them with the track stripe pants. I've worn a beautiful cashmere camel sweater over mine. I think it looks great. I felt like it was a little naked there at the neckline, so I added another pretty silk scarf. I just draped it around, tied it into a gentle little bow there in the front. Gives me a really nice look there. I did change out my shoes so that it kind of bookends the look. So fun. So think about the sweaters in your closet that you could wear with a pair of track stripe pants. I can already hear some of you saying, do they have to be wide leg pants? Absolutely not. There are all sorts of silhouettes to choose from. You could go with a wide leg, you could go with a straight leg, and here I've gone with a tapered leg side stripe pant, that track pant. These are from Chico's. They are a lightweight fabric that is perfect for travel. I think this is a great road trip outfit especially. And you know, I have learned a little lesson when I travel. I used to wear, occasionally I've worn wide leg track pants. In fact, I think I wore these exact pants last year when we flew to Arizona. And what happens is when you go to the bathroom, they puddle on the floor. You don't want that in the airport bathroom. So I do think a tapered pant is better, especially for air travel or, you know, something like that kind of a day. So these from Chico's are really great. They do have that track stripe down the side there, a couple little stripes, and they're just really fun. They have a coordinating jacket that I'm wearing for just a pure athleisure look or travel look, and I've worn them with a quarter zip pullover also. So all this is part of the Zenergy line from Chico's, all very lightweight, moisture wicking, just really great pieces. And of course I've linked everything below. So this is just that basic athleisure look, like I said, perfect for travel, but let's also see if we can do some other things with these same pants. Because of the lightweight fabric of these pants, they're not quite as easy to pair with something else as the other track pants were, but they work nicely, especially with just a simple pullover sweater. Now I'm using a cotton pullover sweater because of course we're headed into spring and then summer, so I think that would be my preference, especially in the spring. Let's say you're wearing this for a road trip or something during the spring. And I did wear some silver loafers here. Now of course you could still wear the sneakers if that felt more authentic to you, but there's nothing wrong with adding some loafers instead. Remember, we're thinking outside the box with these track pants and going a little different, you know, creating like a real streetwear outfit, but with the track stripe pants. Because I did feel like it just looked a little blank up top and I didn't really necessarily want a necklace. I didn't feel like a necklace was going to do it. I did add this pretty scarf. This is just one that I picked up on vacation one year, and it just happens to have kind of a color similar to the stripe on the side of the pants, so I thought it worked nicely. Just added that over my sweater in a very casual little tie here. If you haven't watched my video, by the way, about tying scarves for the winter and spring, really just all year, be sure to check out that video. I'll link it up here before you and also, of course, down in the description box. But I think this comes together nicely, especially for an outfit that maybe, let's say you've gone that road trip and you just need something to change into for dinner. You're tired of wearing that top and that little jacket. So adding a sweater is always a good option. And then those loafers, not going to hurt to change out your shoes, especially if you've done a lot of walking during the day. Now let's check out another pair of pants. Our third and final option is really more of a streetwear pant. The fabric is more like what you're used to in a sort of a dress pant, really smooth, silky soft, really luxe looking. These are in a camel color. I think they do come in a couple of other colors, including a pretty red, but I just felt like this camel was perhaps the most versatile. Now you'll also notice that they feature a elasticized waistband and a drawstring there, a kind of classy looking drawstring, I think. They do have pockets, and then along the stripe, they actually unzip almost all the way to the top. So you can get a really wide leg with this, or you can just have a little flare like I'm wearing with them here in our first really athleisure look. Or of course you could zip them all the way back down and just have a really, you know, normal looking pant there. Just that, you know, complete stripe and no flare at all. So a lot of versatility with these pants, a lot of fun things that you can do to style them. Our first outfit, I've just topped them with a sweatshirt. This pretty pink is so on trend for this year. And a sweatshirt is a really nice vibe, I think, especially as we move into spring. You can pop it off and wear it over your shoulders, over a t-shirt. You can wear it by itself. You could wear it over a collared shirt. So many great ways to wear it. This is just that true athleisure look, but let's see what else we can do with these very versatile track pants. If you know me at all, you knew it was only a matter of time before I showed a blazer with these track stripe pants. And yes, especially with these more refined track pants, a blazer works great. Now I have kept the outfit still fairly simple by wearing simply a t-shirt underneath. I didn't go busy with a button-up shirt up top because then I think it would look like the outfit is half professional and half athleisure. We don't really want that demarcation right there at the middle, so you need to kind of blend the outfit. So I think a t-shirt here, this nice striped v-neck t-shirt works really nice. Also a graphic tee, just a really simple graphic tee could work beautifully here, or just a simple white tee. This particular blazer is so on trend for 2026. It is kind of a refined pant knit blazer. It is lined, but it's such a great weight for year-round wear, and it does have a removable insert. I personally envision myself wearing it more without the insert, but I do love this little woven sweater type insert. It has a little hoodie and the little drawstrings on the side here. So really beautiful, and I think it's going to look great with so many things in my closet. This is the versatile kind of piece that you're going to really be able to stretch the ways you wear other things in your closet. This blazer does have slight padding here at the shoulder, which is also on trend right now as we're having a return to the 1980s. No, we don't have to go all 80s, ladies, because we lived it back in our high school days, right? But we can, adapt things like that, just a little bit of a structure there at the shoulder pad. It does have buttons at the cuffs, and I've cuffed those up. You remember to style your blazer. I think these pants look great this way, still giving a very casual vibe, especially if you wear sneakers with it. But you also probably could wear loafers here, really pulling things together. That way you'd have the casual t-shirt, the casual pants, then the more elevated blazer, and then loafers at your feet would give you that really 2x2 effect. So I think that could be a lot of fun too. And I do have one more way to wear these particular track stripe pants. Finally, let's end with a relaxed look that is beautifully casual, but also a little elevated. And now I've paired those same khaki colored track stripe pants with this bandana print cotton button-up shirt. It is just so lovely. Now the key to this, I think, is that this particular shirt has a lovely drape. So this brand is known for their super soft fabric and their beautiful drapes. And so what that does is it creates a beautiful flowy look with these wide leg pants. This year, it is going to be so on trend to wear kind of flowy outfits. That's just really kind of taking over. I think it's kind of the new spin on that elevated or that quiet luxury look. I also did swap out my shoes. This time I'm wearing some ballet flats. And I think you could have done that with some of the other outfits I showed too. I just wanted you to see you do have some options with shoes. You do not have to wear just sneakers with these track pants. You can also wear these ballet flats or whatever other ballet flats are in your closet, of course. Mary Jane flats would work really nicely here too. Mine were packed away for the spring, but I do think that that would work really nicely as well here, or maybe a soft loafer would be pretty too. You might notice also that I did go ahead and zip up the side of the pant this time. I don't think you have to, but I just thought maybe that would tame the pants a little bit since I left the shirt out and I had a lot of flowiness going on already. I thought that would be a good way to kind of minimize the flow at the bottom and just zipped up that side. So really lots of versatility with these pants. Remember, everything is linked below that I've shown you today. I think most everything should be available, at least in some sizes and colors. So thank you so much for shopping my links. That really helps to support this channel. I hope this video has been helpful to you. Like I said, truly, if you're going to make one purchase right now that you could wear now and into the spring and potentially all year long, the trending track stripe pant would be a great way to go, especially if, like me, you have a rather casual lifestyle, but you do like to look a little elevated and specifically a little modern because, like I said, they are so on trend. Thanks so much for joining me today, and remember, be good to yourself. It is absolutely free to use ZocDoc, so visit my sponsor at ZocDoc.com/KAYHARMS. to find and instantly make an appointment with a top-rated in-network doctor who suits you and get that taken care of today. Thanks so much for being here, ladies. I will see you again next week. Bye now.